most anticipated, most fiercely... A game known as the canal, and it doesn't take too much guessing who's involved. More than 100 years in the making. Its reputation for ferocity is well earned. Games between these two have a very different feeling. It's based in the port city of Porto Alegre. It is Grêmio against Internacional. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
There's the whistle. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. Braithwaite. Great hit! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Gently done. And he's intervened well there. Oh, nicely intercepted. And no, that was never going to make it. Boré. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tries a shot! Goal! Internacional!
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause. Grêmio are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He is through here. He's had a shot. He's got a goal. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Internacional are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Oh, they could break here. And the counter is on. Mercado gets a good foot in there. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance to finish. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Fernando. Foot in. Braithwaite. Oh, super find. And now the hit! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Mercado. He's got away. And here's the chance to counter. Braithwaite. And there's the end of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here. And the pass is intercepted. Ah, such a clever touch. Oh, good ball and body! They want to be quick to recover this. And again! It's anyone's ball now.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
In with a header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Nicely aimed pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No, that's been intercepted. So, what can they make of this? Not the most accurate pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that is as far as they're going to go. He's got space in the area! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Braithwaite. He's had a hit! And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Internacional are looking to go forward now. And there's green grass ahead of him. Fernando. 2 minutes to be added on.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Can he finish? Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it,
And time is up. Gremio suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, he gets big! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bruno Henrique clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. Shot could be... Now the finish! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Corinthians have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Flamengo really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. He's got away. Great hit! Luis Araujo. Driving on and making good progress. De Arrascaeta.
Might want to be careful there.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Flamengo truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And he was quick to react. And that's really well manoeuvred. He's shifting through the gears here. Goalkeeper's ball. There's the whistle for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, obviously, things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Flamengo really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Luis Araujo. Played out to the left flank. De Arrascaeta. And he welcomes it in. Oh, great play! Pulls it back. And that has been knocked clear. Played it again. Oh, what a climb! They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Flamengo grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, there's a great ebb and flow to this clash, and it's above all expectations for me.
Luis Araujo. De Arrascaeta. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That has ended up in no man's land. Everton. De Arrascaeta. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Now it's Bruno Henrique. Stood up well to him there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Bruno Henrique. Everton receives it in a good position here.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
"90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time."
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. Into extra time we go. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's searching for decent hit! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it!
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He has found the way through. Oh, super ball. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, right place, right time. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement.
And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on dispatch.
De Arrascaeta just eases him off the ball. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Flamengo come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes, a truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in Everton! He scored! And with that goal comes comfort! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing. Flamengo take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Look at the space here. There's no flag. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And the referee brings it to a close. Flamengo have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Bruno Henrique claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's having a go! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's a key interception. Now that looks a decent ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, that looks a good ball through. He's free, he has got space. And that should get the job done. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Allen. Played out towards the right wing.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And reclaimed it in a trice. Turns back here, probably the best option. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And we hit half-time. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. How would you review the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Well, it is a game with highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Botafogo really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here, upping the intensity and the tempo.
There's the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And he was quick to react. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. But that has not gone well. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give...
Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Thiago Silva. Thiago Santos. And he's had a hit! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
He's shifting through the gears here. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, we can't question the quality of the run. He'll have to answer for the rest.
And the counter is on. Thinks one through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Can he put it away? It's off target and by quite a way. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Thiago Santos. And they can counter here. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And that is as far as they're going to go. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he's going to have his name taken. Thiago Santos. He could be in here. Now it's Alan. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Interesting ball. Oh, that's well spotted. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Well, we're still where we started, despite the best efforts of both parties. A game that has been at times exciting, often frustrating, unbearably tense. And the next 15 minutes will be the last chance. He's tried one!
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Lovely. Can he finish? Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And straight into the wall. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that has left him in a heap. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And he cuts out the supply. Thiago Santos. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Yeah, maybe most were not expecting this to go the distance, Peter, but they can't complain about the graft and energy on show. I think the scoreline wasn't from the want of trying, and now it's lottery time.
120 minutes of action have taken their toll, but have proved inconclusive, and now this is it. And he does it with poise.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Up steps Mr. Dependable. Big character, big moment, big save. Botafogo are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. Back off the post.
It's a brave attempt, but he really should be getting it on target.
So, the second man in line. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
And so the captain steps up. And he's missed it. The third man in the queue. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Botafogo looking to draw level. Oh, quite remarkable miss.
It's a technical no-no. He got underneath it.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. Oh, he's missed it. He's hit the post.
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
Botafogo must score here to stay in it. It's saved, and it's over. Botafogo falls short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. As cruel as that is, the two sides had been inseparable after 2 hours of action. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Terrific header! So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The mercurial talent that is Payet, Peter. He can be a world beater on his day, but there's always a question mark over his consistency and his focus, and which version of Payet is going to turn up. That's what makes him a real show. Help but be intrigued as to what he's likely to deliver.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. First quarter of an hour gone. And he was quick to react. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, it all looks so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
And they've got rid. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Matip. Oh, shooting chance! That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Half an hour played now. Out for a throw.
Vasco da Gama really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And the pass is intercepted. Caio Jorge. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, what has happened here? Lovely feet. And we've reached half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. How would you review the first half?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players.
He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Payet. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He has found the way through. Cleared away. Referee's given a throw. Vasco da Gama can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Oh, super ball. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. They've played it short. Payet. Cruzeiro have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mateus Pereira. Oh, super find. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Payet played out to the left flank. Oh, he's found support out wide.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. Lucas Silva. Oh, that's delightful. Great ball if he can get there. And he was alert to it.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Payet. Played out wide. He's in plenty of space here.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substituição em andamento.
90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Looking for the run. Showing great big chance. Must be! And the shot! Tries to get it clear. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. And we are already back underway. He's had it taken off him.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's been taken short. Cruzeiro are looking to go forward now. Well, that has not gone well. Oh, great play. Alex Teixeira! Oh, that's incredible! And that might well be that! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
We've reached the midway point in extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Cruzeiro must do something here, and very quickly.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Chance! They've done it! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Vasco da Gama could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be...
And that will be it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And we have in front of us this... Well, where international football is concerned, there is no grander occasion than this. Brazil against Argentina speaks for itself, not just in South America, but across the entirety of the planet. Of course, the nature of the rivalry has gone through many changes over the years, but in any given year, in any given era, this is considered in these parts the ultimate game. It is bigger than a derby. It is one nation, one great footballing nation pitted against another. Each have had their days of glory, each have had their days of huge disappointment, each have supporters and patriots who expect the best, and there is only room for one winner. Every game feels like a special one in Buenos Aires, even more so perhaps in this neighbourhood of Núñez, famously inhabited by a true... Can he put it away? Marquinhos with the clearance. Neymar. Well, they've got it again. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I've always liked the very all-round capabilities of this fella, Bruno Guimaraes. He's strong, competitive, aggressive without the ball, but one of the better distributors when he's on it. He usually slots into a deep midfield role, linking up with the wide men and centre-backs, but he's just as effective when he gets further up the pitch to find something more telling.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Fernandes. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Danilo, and he's managed to get free. Danilo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that was vital. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, shooting chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Pass somewhat off target. Martinez. Oh, that looks a good ball through.
Martinez, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Danilo. And it's Neymar. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Into the box. Good read, needed to be. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep... Shapes to shoot! Yes, it's there! The second half off to a spectacular start. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
He's got away. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Danilo. He's shifting through the gears here. He's played him through. An uncompromising challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Messi. Bruno Guimaraes deals with that comfortably. So, Jim, what are you thinking? The referee's awarded a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Linton. Alvarez in acres of space out wide. McAllister. He's had a shot! We've got a goal! Argentina are level. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So there's going to be another change here. And there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Hits one! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, he tried to go it alone, and he wasn't too far away from pulling it off either. Everything was there apart from the finish.
And it's Messi. Martinez. Oh, and he's through the middle. And he's cut it out.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, what a climb! Fabulous from McAllister. And that may just do it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. He rises! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Molina. And that is that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very good. McAllister claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped.
Well, hello and welcome everybody to a clash that pits two of Brazil's most successful sides, each against the other. It is Santos against Sao Paulo, naturally considered one of the biggest derbies. Two teams from the same city, Santos officially recognised as a neighbourhood of the city. Regardless of the debate over that validity, it is very much a classic fixture which has seen the final destination of many a piece of silverware decided over the course of history. Sao, that's what the locals call this one. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000 or so congregate week in, week out. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it very, very strongly.
So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
And we're underway. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Oh, and the shot! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, he's had a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, we can't question the quality of the run. He'll have to answer for the rest.
Suarez. Picked out brilliantly. Sao Paulo are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. And that could set him on his way. He's beaten the... There's the shot! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Sao Paulo really could have done without this. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
One 0, never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Gol marcado para o Santos. Aos 22 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 9.
Santos have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
He's through, now is he in? Oh, this is a great, can he finish? It's there! And they're at it again, in double quick time.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Aos 26 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 32.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now that's well seen too. So what can they make of this? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? He's through here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rincon. Good spot, he's seen the run. He's found a way through. Good challenge, excellent challenge. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, just skips past his man. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. And we're off again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would...
Real chance! Fiddles it through. That's a little off target.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. That was travelling. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Well, now tries a shot! He's got away with one there. Cedric Suarez. Pass is just off target. Rincon. Interesting ball. That has been cut short. Always onto this. And he's running through. Big chance. Must be. Decent hit. Goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
And he's lost his man here. He's had a hit! Cleared away and claimed it back swiftly. He's got the shot away! Just not quite happening for him just now.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Sao Paulo with the corner, there first. And he can clear it away. Lovely feet.
Sao Paulo have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Oh, that's fabulous. And the pass is intercepted. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. He's picked his way through. And we're done. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Well timed, excellent interception. And he's forced to go back. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he has been fouled there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. One!
They've got to make this nice and quick.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Palmeiras have the chance to go the other way. That is lovely. And he's in on goal. And the finish! Goal! And Palmeiras score first. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Palmeiras are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Skims one in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Look, it's a run defence this like, but the timing has to be spot on.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. One-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. No, he's not getting his way this time. 5 minutes till the break. He's found a way through. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's got tall. No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this, and tactically...
And the half-time whistle goes. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to...
Up he goes! It's fallen kindly here. They've scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they're back on level terms, so the guessing game goes on. As to what will happen from here, I've no idea.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. The ball has bounced loose now. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Oh, that's a key interception. That'll be a throw-in. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely bit of skill. It's a goal kick. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now. He's had a hit! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Oh, good. There's the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish. And the pass is intercepted. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
No, that's been intercepted. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He's trying the shot. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Footballing width usually identified.
Climbs up big! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! One. And that's that. Palmeiras played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.